you do, John James? Queer killer. All you do is lie, spread lies. Drug companies finance lies, John James. Why don't you get out of here and stop murdering people?
What about you? How many people have you killed with the infrared? This is John James of treatment, what is it called?
AIDS treatment lies.
I'm going to call you to your face a murderer. That's what you are. Please leave. We don't want murderers in this room. You're a pollution.
Well, I'm glad you came here to get educated.
You're a queer killer, John James. Who's going to remember you as a queer killer? AZT, that's all you push down people's throats uncritically. And we're not going to forget it, John James. Early intervention with mega doses, John James. It's all over with your handwriting. Blood.
Wait a minute. That ain't gonna do nothing. The man come here to get information. The man come here to get information.
No, he's been suppressing information for the past decade.
This man is a hero. This man is a hero. This man was publishing information on DNCB before anybody had ever heard of DNCB. You cannot miss him. It's about publishing all types of information, and he has done just that. He's done just that.
That's what that man is about. Demanding access without reviewing toxicities is murder. This man is the leader in pushing access regardless of toxicities. When you focus on what happens to 24 people in a drug trial, while you ignore the gay men cohort where 20% have been alive since 1981, and you continue to focus on a drug trial where there's 24 year and 30 year, that's murder. John James, you have processed murder of this queer community, and you are guilty. And this is an indictment of you.
You slaying the messenger. Let him talk.
I'm concerned that this kind of atmosphere is not the right way for people to make medical decisions.
We're saying we don't like medical decisions. We don't want medical anything.
We don't condone medical decisions.
We don't condone them. Medical decisions kill people. And that is the fact.
Your medical consideration
chemotherapy
that are nothing but profiting on death, which is Nazism. And one of these days, people like you are going to be tried.
The medical system has failed. It has failed.
Rampant emotional.
You are guilty.
You need to relax a little.
You can leave now. People are dead.
We would like you to leave.
That's the problem. Everybody's relaxed. Everybody's done.
You can leave now. He's on his way out.
It's a public place, though. He can actually...
Toxic poisons on people. How does that supposed to make people healthier? It doesn't make people healthier.
It kills them.
How many viral infections do you treat with chemotherapy? How many other viral infections are treated with chemotherapy? Mr. Scientist Orthodoxy. He's much better.
How many people here have heard the term iatrogenic or physician-induced illness?
How many have heard the term lynch mob?
Well, how many?
Let him say something.
Let him say something.
Even if you're going to lynch him, let him say something.
Right.
Yes, please.
Well, it's hard to know what to say to...
Admit you were wrong and move on.
I didn't come here to make a speech, and it's kind of hard to know what to say in this kind of circumstance. But I certainly do appreciate the people that have defended my kind of coming here, listening, and having the right at least to say a few words.
You shut up, Michael Callan. We'll never forgive you for it.
You can slay the messenger all you want. The man puts out information. You don't like the information.
It's not correct information.
If you don't like the information, you can put out other information, but you shouldn't slay the messenger.
Can we go on with John Lauritsen?
Yes, thank you. Back to John Lauritsen.
I gave what I consider a rational, logical presentation that was called a liar. That is what began the emotionalism here. Nobody should forget. John James has never once reported on my finding, for example, that the phase 2 AZT trials were fraudulent. This is certainly relevant that they were fraudulent. Not just flawed, but fraudulent. You have never let your readers know that. You have never let them know fully all of the reasons why AZT should be considered a carcinogen. Never have you let them know these basic things. You let them, give them the impression you're always on the cutting edge. It's the cutting edge of pharmaceutical hype.
Every other week I read this man's information as rehash pharmaceutical company lies.
What I want to know is, are these people going to be accountable?
all of these people who profited and continue to profit, people like Pat Kristen, Dr. Hernandez, this guy, all of these people in this town who are promoting these clinical trials, knowing with this information, knowing that these people are going to die, are they not accountable?
Doctors need to be dumped. Medical doctors, don't go to them. Go to a homeopath.
AMA, dump them.
AMA, down with the AMA. And that's what we're saying, and that's why you don't belong here. Okay? John?
The only way to survive any illness is to just get into health and take care of yourself. That's the only way.
It's the only way.
Ever way.
Doctors are not going to help you. They only want to give you drugs, and that is the way it is.
Also, release your hostility.
Well,
That's the orthodoxy.
yeah, I think that we all have to be informed. But we have to realize that something like Project Informed by Mark Delaney or the Treatment News of John James will only give one single side of the story, and it is the pharmaceutical things. You know, I gave 2 examples. ACT is very definitely a carcinogen. It causes cancer in rodents. There are several studies. It is highly positive on the cell transformation assay, which is a standard screening test for carcinogenicity. And it's highly correlated with long-term ACT use. You can make the statement that ACT is a carcinogen as strong as you could about anything that there is. And yet somebody who read John James' writing, you would never dream this. Hundreds of thousands of words have probably appeared on ACT in his thing. Not a single suggestion that ACT causes cancer. That's just one little example. And I don't think I was particularly emotional there. Any more questions?